What's up guys, Adrian here, welcome to Motorista Adventures. So today, we will be reviewing the Volkswagen Santana and we'll see how good it is compared to other Japanese and Korean brands in the Philippines. Anything else? Let's start the video. Now let's start with the exterior. Now the Santana in my opinion is very generic and will not set anyone's hearts with its design. This car is built with a purpose of taking you from point A to point B without any fuss. And we have 14-inch steel wheels with a cover. The Santana features a chrome grille with halogen headlights, and the side profile of the car is very simple, no sharp angles and creases, and same goes for the back of the car. Now if you open up the trunk, we have a huge boot and can fit a lot of cargo. Volkswagen Santana has a traditional key fob with remote in this variant, and once inside, you're greeted with cloth seats that does not look that good, but when seated, feels very comfortable. We have adequate space for the front and rear passengers. It will be able to seat 3 persons abreast comfortably. Space in this car is pretty good. We have good knee and thigh support, and yeah, overall the Santana's interior is basic, but it ticks all the right boxes for comfort. Material quality and design on the dashboard is not up to par with Korean and Japanese competitors, but then again, this is a simple car. And on the upside, the design has some hint of VW Passat DNA. Now the steering wheel looks really good and sporty, and we have analog gauge with a dot matrix display as well. There's also lots of areas where you can hide your water bottles inside the car. Now the Santana has a built-in AM, FM, as well as USB, SD card, and auxiliary in for connectivity. Now, no Bluetooth is available for this model though. Now as for safety, we have a driver as well as passenger airbags and anti-lock braking system or ABS. Now under the hood of the Santana is a 1.4-liter gas engine that puts out 90 horsepower and 132 Newton meters of torque paired with the 5-speed automatic transmission. Power is sent to the front wheels with this car. Now we have a claimed 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 12.4 seconds as well as a top speed of 181 kilometers per hour. So now, let's see how the Santana drives on Philippine roads. Driving the Santana is very surprising, given that its price tag is actually very affordable with most Filipino buyers. Now, on the outside, it doesn't look that exciting, but once you try to drive this car, you feel like you've bought a car that's a lot more expensive. For one, we have the noise insulation inside the cabin. It's freaking good. It is insulated from the outside very well. You can't hear a lot of the tire roar and road noise. It's actually pretty calm inside. And the steering wheel, it's a little bit heavy, but it has lots of feedback and feel to the wheel. And it actually very spacious. I mean, for a budget car for Volkswagen, okay, it's actually really good. So there you have it guys, the VW Santana in this 1.4 Trendline, which is actually the base model in the lineup. So it is actually the cheapest German branded car you can buy today. Prices starts at 686,000 pesos for this base model, and the best part about it is that you can't go wrong with the Santana's driving dynamics. Anyway, we have 4 colors to choose from. We have silver, seen here, as well as black, gray, and white. So that concludes the video on the Volkswagen Santana. Now if you like the video, hit the thumbs up as well as subscribe so that you can view my future videos in this channel. Special thanks to Volkswagen Pampanga for letting me drive the Santana for this review. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Adrian and you are watching Motorista Adventures, and I'll see you guys on the next video.